Let's see how we can check if a number is an Armstrong number in Python using Google Colab. We have the check if a number is an Armstrong number .pynb file open. We have an integer input. The variable a is assigned this integer number 153. An Armstrong number or a narcissistic number is a number that equals the sum of its own digits, each raised to the power of the total number of digits in the number. For our case, we want to count the number of digits in a. We want to extract each digit from the number a and raise it to the power of number of digits in a. Then get the sum of these results, and check if the sum is equal to the original number. If the sum is equal to the original number, a, then the number, a, is an Armstrong number, otherwise, it is not an Armstrong number. First, let's check if this variable, a, is actually assigned this number 153, and let's also check the type of the variable, a. So we will write print, in parenthesis, a, and print, in parenthesis, type, in parenthesis, a. Type in Python is a built-in utility, used for determining the type of an object. Object is the variable or value whose type we want to determine. So for our case it is, a. Let's run this code cell. We see that a is indeed assigned this number 153. And the type of a is int. Now, if we change the type of variable a, which is int, to string, so we will get the string 153, then we can get the length of the string. So, we will get the number of digits in a, and we can also extract each character from the string, and then convert it to int, to get each digit in a. First, to convert the variable a, of type int, to string, we can use the str function in Python, which is a built-in function, used to convert the specified value or object into a string representation, and the syntax for str function is str, in parenthesis, object, comma, encoding, comma, errors. Object is a required parameter, encoding and errors are optional parameters, so we will ignore those two for our case. The object for our case is this variable, a, so we will write str in parenthesis, a. Now, if we run this code cell, we get the string 153. We know we got the string because it is given in quotes. We can get the length of this string. That is, the number of digits in this variable, a, using the len function, which in Python is a built-in utility that returns the number of items in an object. It returns the number of characters in the string. Syntax for the len function is, len in parenthesis object. So we will write len, in parenthesis str, in parenthesis, a. If we run this code cell, we get 3. That is the number of digits in a, is 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, we will delete this, so we know how to get the number of digits in a. Next, if we make a list, that is in square brackets, x4, x in, str in parenthesis, a, str in parenthesis, a, is the string 153, that is for each character x, in the string we want a list of x, this is list comprehension. we will get a list of 1, 5 and 3, but 1, 5 and 3 will be strings, not integers. Let's run this and check if we indeed get that. So we get the list of 1, 5 and 3 which are given in quotes, so they are strings. Now if we want to convert these to int, we can use the int function, which is a built-in function, used to convert a specified value into an integer object, and the syntax for int is, int in parenthesis value comma base. Value is required argument and base is optional. By default it is taken as 10, which is decimal. We also want decimal so we can ignore the base parameter, so we can just give int, in parenthesis x. Int, in parenthesis x. For x in string a, will give us the list of the digits in a, so instead of these strings, we will get the integers, 1, 5 and 3. Let's check it by running the code cell. We see that we get 1, 5 and 3, the integer numbers. Now, we know that by using len, in parenthesis, str, in parenthesis, a, we get the number of digits in a, which is 3. We want this, raised to the power of this. For that, we can use the double asterisk, which is the exponentiation operator. In a mathematical expression, the double asterisk performs exponentiation or power. The syntax is base double asterisk power. This is the base, and this is the power or exponent. This will give us 1 raised to 3, 5 raised to 3, and 3 raised to 3, which is 1, 125, and 27. Let's check it by running this code cell. We see that we get 1, 125 and 27. Now we want to get the sum of these individual elements. So we can simply write sum in parenthesis. This list. It will calculate the sum of each and every element of the list, so we will have 1 plus 125, plus 27. Let's run this code cell. We see that we get 153, which is the original number, a. So 153 is an Armstrong number. We can use if, else, to print if a number is an Armstrong number or not. So we will write, if, this equal to the original number, a colon, print. F in quotes. In curly brackets, a. This will take the value of a, which is 153. And then we can write is an Armstrong number. This indentation is required, otherwise it will give an error. Then else, colon. If and else should be in the same vertical line. We will copy this and paste it here, but we want to print, a, is not, an Armstrong number. That is if the sum of each of the digit raised to the power of the number of digits in the number is equal to the original number. It is an Armstrong number, otherwise it is not an Armstrong number. Let's run this code cell. We see that 153 is an Armstrong number. Now let's say we change the number to say 15. Let's run this code cell to update the value of A. If we do not run this code cell, the value of A will not be updated. Then let's run this second code cell. 15 is not an Armstrong number since 1 raised to 2 plus 5 raised to 2 equal to 26 is not 15. Now let's say we give the number as 371. Let's run the first code cell. A is 371. Now let's run the second code cell. 371 is an Armstrong number. With this we have successfully learned how to check if a number is an Armstrong number, or it's not an Armstrong number in Python using Google Colab. Thank you for your time. Please like, share, and subscribe if this video was useful.